Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is TweaK here, and I'm just going to be giving you guys a couple of early wipe tips and tricks. The wipe's been out now for a couple of days. A lot of people have their bearings, and a lot of people keep asking me, oh, how do I make money? What armor do I prioritize? What am I doing with my life? Where can I get this? Where can I get that? So in this video, I'm going to go over a couple of things. Gonna have some money-making methods, items to prioritize, and yeah, a couple of general little tips and tricks there. So, start of the wipe, guns to grab. Now, the way I approach the start of the wipe is on day one, I'll do a scav run, PMC run, scav run, PMC run, scav run, PMC run. The reason why I do this is because the less money that you spend on your PMC, buying gear from traders or whatever like that, just means the more money that you're going to have later for doing quest stuff and getting other, like, more important gear. You can get guns super easy at the start of a patch just by doing your scav runs. Even if it means you're just getting your scav's gear and just leaving and just getting a run through and using that gear, you're still saving yourself a lot of money. It's going to save you a ton of cash. So a couple of guns that you need to keep in mind that you should be grabbing. 136 Vepers are really good at the start of the patch. Running PS rounds is one of the best rounds you can use at the start of the game. 8Rs are really good as well now that you can get the low profile gas block from, I believe, level 1 mechanic. So you can actually put an optic on it and you don't have the gas block / front sight blocking your vision. PP19s are obviously great. MP5s are great too. Everybody knows I love the MP5. AK-74Ns, AK-74Ms, and of course, Kedders and Clins. We will come back to why those are important later. But Kedders and Clins, both really, really good guns as well. Make sure you grab the 30-round mags out of the rigs as well, because you can't actually get them at level 1. You need to wait until you're level 2 Prepor, I believe, to get the 30-round mags for them. Now, some guns to avoid. I wouldn't bother using AK-74Us. This music is a touch too loud. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend using AK-74Us simply because they kick a lot. It's hard to see through the sights. I mean, you can mod them a little bit if you want, but you're way better off just using a 74N or an M or an SMG or an 8R or a Vepr. You'll find your accuracy will just be much better. The AKU kicks way too hard. Also, don't use AKMs on full auto. Again, they kick way too hard until you basically endgame mod them and have your recoil skill up way higher. When you're doing those Punisher quests where you have to kill scavs on Shoreline with an AKM, always just tap it, because you might think that somebody's standing like a little bit in front of you, you can spray them down. You'll find that it kicks a lot more aggressively than you remember. Your spray pattern goes everywhere. I was even running a really modded out AKM for those quests, and it just kicked all over the place. And yeah, also, if you're an EOD player, you start with a Fort Armor. Don't use it! I killed a couple of people over the last couple of days that were using their Fort Armors and Kivers. Don't use your Fort Armor. Keep it. You need it for a Ragman quest later. That armor also slows you down like hell. Yes, it'll protect you, but like, if somebody like me comes along, I will just destroy your legs and you won't be able to do anything about it. You won't be able to move or reposition. Just don't use Fort Armor. It's really awful. So right, we're gonna get on to some money-making stuff now, okay? As always, Interchange tech stores. Awesome loot. Farming all the computers in Interchange. Great loot. Farming the back of Ollie for quest items and hideout stuff. Also really good loot. Even same thing, farming back of Goshan. Grab all of the tools, loot all the toolboxes, search all the weapon crates back there, and grab the Tashonka and everything that you need for your quests. Grab all of that. Even in Idea, there's a bunch of duffel bags in Idea. You also have the little office room that has a bunch of computers in it, and then you have the back room that spawns all the nice stuff on the shelves. Remember, gas analyzers, even if you don't need them anymore for your quests, grab them. They're still worth like 70, 80k each. And sometimes on Interchange, you can find like 2 or 3 of them in one run if you're lucky. So make sure you grab those. Things to prioritize. Relays. Is that what they're called? Those little white kind of triangular shaped things? The relays? I can't remember what they're called. Grab those, because they're worth a fortune right now for some reason. And they spawn all over the tech stores in Interchange. Make sure you check the tech store across from General Store as well, near Kiba. Check all of those stores. Grab as many of those as possible, because they're, like, yesterday they were worth 100k each. Obviously, grab graphics cards, grab fuel conditioners. Fuel conditioners just sell for 100k to Therapist, even if you don't want to keep it for your quest later on. And yeah, CPUs, CPU fans, circuit boards, all this stuff that you need for your quests, grab it. grab GM counters, and all that other tech loot. Just take it all. And then sell most of it on the flea market, collect nuts and bolts. They're easily found pretty much everywhere. And they sell for like, what, 20k each at the moment? So grab all of those, sell them on the flea market once you get unlocked. Another huge money-making method right now that tons of people are doing. Marked Room. Marked Room got a massive buff this patch. You can get weapons cases, you can get items cases, you can get grenade cases, you can get sick cases. Like the sick case is basically, for those of you that don't know, it's basically a docs case, but it is insane. It is so much better than a docs case. You can put keys, key cards, money, bitcoins, skull rings, pro kill necklaces, all that kind of stuff into it, and it's bigger than a docs case. And you can also get tons of really good guns. I got an SR25 from Marked Room the other day, and I was running that for a couple of hours. Yeah, Marked Room is huge right now. Quick tip with this, make sure you bring money with you so you can use the vehicle extract. So if you can use the vehicle extract, it's a pretty easy jump out. Also, another money-making method, I shouldn't really have to tell people this, but Shoreline keys. Grab early Shoreline keys, go farm Shoreline. The resort right now is basically empty. People aren't PvPing in the reserve, or in the resort right now. I had one raid yesterday where I ran into a 3-man squad. Or sorry, I ran into 3 guys. It was a duo and a solo. Every other time I've gone to the resort before that, there has been pretty much nobody there. So if you want to do some Shoreline runs and you have some money laying around, say you've got about 2-3 million rubles right now, invest that into keys and you will turn that 2 or 3 million rubles into 20 million rubles in a couple of days. So yeah, Shoreline, huge for money. And right now it seems to be kind of quiet. Of course, you can do Marked Room runs on reserve as well. Also, you know, more risky, but if you're comfortable with reserve, go for it. And also, lads, jacket farming. The village area on Shoreline, go loot all of those jackets. Loot all those jackets and grab all the other quest items and random loot that's scattered around those places. If you have an entire raid left to yourself and you can loot all of that place and just get out, you will make an absolute fortune. It is an absurd amount of money you can make just by farming the village area on Shoreline. And a lot of people really overlook it, but I'm telling you, go check out all those houses, loot them bottom to top, check all the jackets. You get one key and you could end up making 300 or 400k out of that raid if you survive and sell it on the flea market. So if you never tried it before, give jacket farming on Shoreline a go. Also, one quick money saver method. I've seen a lot of people do this. Guys, don't bother buying a scav junk box early wipe if you are an EOD edition holder. Because, well, first of all, it costs a lot of money, and money is very valuable early game. And just put all that stuff at the bottom of your stash, organize it into bags, and just save your money. I just wouldn't bother wasting it on junk box. If you're a standard edition player, of course, it might be a necessity for you to grab one of these. By all means, go for it. But for anybody with the enhanced stash size, I really wouldn't bother. Now, people ask me this all the time as well. Armors to prioritize. All of it. Armor is the most important thing because it is like the biggest early game money sink. And second of all, it keeps you alive. Armor is so important. So 3Ms, you can still sell them on the flea market for decent money, so you can grab those and leave if you want, and sell them if you already have your quest done. Grab Untar body armors and grab Untar helmets as well, the blue helmets, because you're going to need them for a quest later on, and it'll save you having to buy them. I wouldn't necessarily use them if you are not on that quest because they make your head stand out like a sore thumb. Visored helmets, like kivers. I know it's weird, like visored kivers, but use them. They will save you from a lot of stuff early game. Pistol rounds, buckshot, sprays, whatever. Use them if you get them. Obviously, keep the police armor. Killa armor is also super easily farmable. Go look at my Killa farming interchange guide. Also an awesome money-making method. And it basically costs you 30k to do a run. If you kill Killa, you make a fortune. So yeah, check out my Killa farming guide on interchange and have a look at that moneymaker. It's very easy to farm Killa armor as well. Also, Altons are life. You find an Alton helmet, use it. Altons are amazing early game because not a lot of rounds will get through it and it will tank so much for you. 100% it'll save your life. Also, farming Scab Boss on customs is really good for gear too. Like farming Scab Boss on customs, for one, is pretty simple. You can do it with PS rounds and some semi-modded AK or whatever. If you get your hands on an M1A or any other gun that uses like M80 rounds, super easy to farm. If you get some SVDs from killing Sturman or something like that, you will absolutely demolish Scab Boss. The money's really good. The armor that you can get is really good. And it's great for getting Altons and Zishes. Zish helmets, I'm using one pretty much every raid already. And they've saved my life so many times. So yeah, really good. If you want to get some early game gear, try and farm Scab Boss on customs. Guys, flash drives. Everybody's having a global meltdown about flash drives right now. Go look at my flash drive farming guide on Interchange. I am almost tempted to re-record it and just upload it again because so many people keep asking about it. So I genuinely might just do that. I might just re-record the flash drive video, throw in some other locations that you can find them into that video as well, and then just re-upload it. But check out my flash drive farming guide. It's super easy. They've also increased the amount of flash drives that spawn now, so it is easier to farm than ever. So now, quest items, lads. Grab all of them. Even if you don't need them, sell them on the flea market. Quest items right now are worth a fortune. Also, items for the hideout. Farm all of this stuff like your life depends on it. That stuff is worth so much money early wipe. It's only going to fall off in price. So this is a time-sensitive thing. So make sure you do that. And also, farming Nighttime Factory is a really great way still of making money. It should be relatively dead. You might run into some juice boys now and again, but it should be a relatively dead map that you can pretty easily farm solo. Now, you can do it with a flashlight, or if you get yourself a cheap set of NVGs, early game, you can do that as well. But yeah, Nighttime Factory. Really great way for farming scabs. Scabs are good for getting keys, quest items, gear, guns, bags. Stack your bags. Don't buy them from traders. So lads, that is a couple of my early wipe tips. I hope this helped. I know I probably left out some guns and gear that some people like to use, but this is just my bog standard major basics to the early wipe and what you should and shouldn't do and how to make some money and a couple of quick little easy money making methods. I might make some expanded guides on certain money making methods where I go into raid and I show you exactly where you go and what to do. But I haven't really had time because I've just been grinding the wipe for the last couple of days. So those videos will be coming soon. So lads, thank you guys very much for watching. By the time this video gets uploaded, I will likely be live on Twitch streaming Escape from Tarkov. I might be doing a 24-hour stream today. We shall see. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, follow my stream on twitch.tv/TweaK. Hit the little notification bell if you do decide to subscribe, and comment and let me know what videos you guys want to see next. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one. Good luck on the wipe, my friends.